Good morning. Deep dive into the final fault, and we're going to look at the last part of 1971. Santana 3. I would count this as the last part of a trilogy by the original Santana band. Obviously, Carlos Santana went on to do great things on his own and different experimental albums with jazz rock and all sorts of stuff. And some of the members of this lineup went on to form Journey, but let's not hold that against them. And I would say those first three Santana albums are worth checking out, and Santana 3 here, 1971. Dog of Two Heads, Status Quo. So this is where Status Quo would start to formulate the sound that would carry them through for the rest of the career till the original lineup, the Frantic Four, went their separate ways. And there's some great tracks on this. Mean Girl, Railroad, and it's a really great album and it's fantastic. And their sound isn't quite there, that'll come together on the next album, but look at it, it's great. Does that say 70's or what? So it's the Mighty Quo. Yes, Rod Stewart, every picture tells a story. This is the point where Rod Stewart becomes huge, because this album has Maggie May on it. It's got some other lovely songs, Mandolin Wayne, Reason to Believe, but Maggie May, I believe, was the first single to go to number one in England and the States at the same time. I always feel if he had kept this song for the Faces, they would have been maybe not as big as the Stones, but they would have been up there. But he kept this song for himself and off he went, and his co-writer had been in the band, I believe it was D-Mander, don't quote me on that, and he took the royalties and went off and opened a goat farm in Wales or something. But yeah, great album. Another classic, and one of the first things I ever remember seeing on TV when I was very young. T-Rex, Electric Warrior. This is where he transitioned from being really a hippie into the glam god that he became. Brief career, but these songs still stand up. I mean, what a legacy. Yeah, Get It On being the big one there, obviously. But Life's Gas is a great track. Mambo Sun, Cosmic Dancer, Jeepster. That was a really great album, and how iconic an album cover is that. One thing you can say for the 70's, because vinyl was such a big thing, they put an effort into the album covers. The second album by Uriah Heep kind of gets a bit forgotten about, because the album that followed it in the same year is a massive album, but this is Bird of Prey, which is still in Uriah Heep's live set. It's a good album though. Right, Lucky Yourself, July Morning is the big track on this, and it's epic, and it's everything that's great about Uriah Heep. I mean, this is a reissue. The original had the kind of mirror thing, so you could literally look at yourself. Yeah, it's a fantastic album, and I believe personally it's Uriah Heep at their height. The albums that followed, some people really like them, and I do too, but I love Look at Yourself. One of the all-time classic rock albums, and everyone should own this. We've got Who's Next? I mean, how do you follow up Tommy? Pete Townsend tried to write the Lighthouse Project and basically had a mental breakdown, and they salvaged songs from it. You've got Baba O'Reilly, I Won't Get Fooled Again, cornering the beginning and the end of this album, but in between it's great tracks. This apparently was originally meant to be a Marshall amp, but the Marshall company's nose is a little bit out of joint, so again, it may be a rescue job, but it turned out to be one of the classic rock albums. I'm going to finish this with another band kind of finding their way into the sound. Wishbone Ash with Pilgrimage, and the Pilgrim track featured in their live show forever after that. It's a great album, and it was laying the groundwork for the next album, which is a classic, and you'll be seeing that in one of the following years. So that is 1971 wrapped up. It may not have had the impact of 1970, but there were some corker albums in it. Now, if you want to see more of this content, you can follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bobo's Final Fault. If you're watching on TikTok, the link's up there. If you're watching anywhere else, I'll put the link down there. Until then, keep it final and keep it real, and I'll see you in 1972.